How to Feed a Loon. I'm Chris.
I'm Wesley.
My meaty, sweet, buttery loon.
Yeah, that covers it.
That got them all. And sometimes you're pitted. Wow, I'm really stretching it out. Okay, so folks, we're really excited. You're gonna pick yourself up from laughing so hard at all of that, because today we are doing, we're doing something that you're going to want to do when you're entertaining.
Yes, with a group, which you can kind of now do.
We're getting close to it. We're getting close to it. So let's tell them we're making our marinated olives. It may sound like, what? That's kind of boring, but wait till you see this. It's so much fun.
And they're a party favorite.
They're a party favorite. And so I got to tell you, this is going to be the first of several recipes that we're going to show you that you can put them all together to make the most amazing charcuterie board and the accompaniments to go with that. So that's coming. So we're really excited about that.
So
let's talk about these marinated olives.
Yeah.
So it all starts with what?
The olives.
Which are
all of you.
They're sweetie, they're sweet, they're buttery, and they're meaty.
Yes.
Just like the Loon. Okay, so talk about it. So walk us through it.
Yeah, so we're going to use 3 types of olives for these marinated olives. We're going to use 2 green. One is the Cerignola. Now these are buttery. They've got a buttery taste to them.
They're
and then
Italian.
we've got the green. These are called Castelvetrano. Sorry,
I know, it's a mouthful. They're
and
Italian.
these are more medium. These are, I love these so much. Now these have the pits in them, so warn your guests if you have pitted or non-pitted olives, or they're whole, because you don't want them to chip their teeth.
My tooth. We've become accustomed to the, we used to like, I don't want the pits, but there's something, it's kind of like a bone-in steak. I don't know.
Some people like pitted, some people don't like pitted, so we're using both. So we're using pitted black olives.
Good old black olives.
Yeah, we like to use the extra large because they're
meatier. You want a little meat. So I would definitely, you use whatever favorite olives you've got.
Cute bowls that you put these in.
Thanks. Go for quality olives because, you know, this is an appetizer and you want people to, while you've got the main dish, or, you know, you're over here on the stove making this, people can be nibbling on these and they're just be like, oh my God, I'm so excited.
Totally.
Okay.
Totally. And I love that you're just like, this is going on in your head.
It is.
This party in your head.
These are the things that I think of.
And then we're going to add these amazing dried herbs.
Now we're going to marinate them.
Yes, so we have got a tablespoon of dried oregano, and then a teaspoon of rosemary and a teaspoon of thyme.
Yes, so you can really use whatever your favorite dried herbs are, but
these are like classic.
You're classic and great with these olives.
Now we're going to add some garlic. We've got 3 minced garlic cloves here.
That's right.
And then we want to add a little bit of brightness to this. So we're going to add the zest from 1 whole orange and 1 whole lemon.
And that's the zest.
Yes.
And maybe a little tip on that is when you're using your zester, don't dig in too deep. The really fruity flavor is going to be from the exterior part of the skin. If you get into that pith part, it gets a little too acidy and it's tart and not as good.
And then we're going to add some heat, which is some red pepper flakes. This is half a teaspoon. We're using a half a teaspoon. If you don't want it so hot, then use less of that.
Well,
or if you want it hotter, use a teaspoon.
Yeah. And this isn't real. This is going to produce a very mildly
look at how pretty
kick
that is
to it. But just remember, if you're serving it to your guests, some people are very sensitive to heat. So
now we're going to keep going.
Wait. We need a little more salt.
Well, I thought I'm going to put a little olive in there and get it mixed up. Okay. Because I haven't tasted it yet. Because if I don't, you know what? We're using pretty non-salty olives, so I'm going to add a little salt like my husband told me to. Here we
work together so beautifully. Well, let me just, while he is briefly salting these, so when you get your olives, they're going to come in. Sometimes you can find them already marinated. Don't do that. You're going to do the marinating.
Right.
But
they're going to be in a brine.
They're going to be in a brine, and some brines are super salty, and some are not so salty. So the ones we're using don't have high levels of sodium in them, so they don't have any salt. It tastes like, although they would. So that's why the Loon is adding some coarse sea salt, just to add a little.
I'm adding a little more because I like a salt.
And then obviously where we got a little confused is then you're going to want to taste it a little later and say, oh yeah, it needs a little more salt. But these are going to need to marinate, and that's going to take a while for these flavors to melt. Okay.
Yes.
So now,
can I keep going now?
Please do.
Thank you. And now we're gonna add some extra virgin olive oil. Use some really good extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah. Pull out your good, your good quality.
Now I'm not gonna use a lot right now. I just want to mix it all together. Is that how much should I put in
That's
there?
good. You want to give it a nice coating, a really nice coating, because then we're gonna fill it up in just a moment. Okay.
Am I using these things here?
Yeah,
Is this what you put? Well, I've got 4 spoons here.
Well, we've got a lot of utensils here.
So many utensils for little old Wesley.
You think that just something like these little olives is not going to require, and it doesn't require much work. You're going to see.
Look at
it's
that.
Just, working with the Loon is always an adventure.
And whenever I'm working with olive oil, it always gets on my shirt.
It does.
So I'm doing this.
So now he has coated those. Those
Look
already
at that.
right there look amazing. So now what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to, so we're going to fill these jars up. So you can go ahead and leave it in that bowl if you'd like, but we do need to submerge these babies in the rest of this extra virgin olive oil. So I find that a way to do that is just to get a couple of jars like we've got here. If you've got a bigger jar, that's great. Sometimes you can get like a Tupperware but the reason that the tall cylindrical and kind of vessel works better than the flatter one is I just find that it's easy. You don't use as much olive oil and you don't want to waste all this good quality olive oil.
Look at that.
And it's really important. This is super, super important. If you remember anything from this that we're telling you is that you need to give these time to marinate.
Yes.
You could do them for a few hours, but they're going to be so much better if you do them at least 24 hours in advance. And the other great thing is you can even do these a month in advance. I mean, they're not going to get rotten. They're going to even get better. So you can do these a week, 2 weeks, or a month in advance.
All right. Okay. Let's get the extra juices in there.
Okay, good. So that's beautiful. So now that filled up these 2 nice sized jars.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do is we're just going to fill these babies up. I just want to do equal distribution here. Okay, I'm probably going to need to do a little more here, just so it reaches.
Oh, look at you! You had backup. I'm like, what is he gonna do?
This is not my first rodeo. Let me just tell you that much. So you're gonna fill that up just till it's filled to the top. Okay, now you cover those up, and then those are going to go into the fridge.
In the fridge, and we're gonna eat these.
So
later.
We have been really excited about showing this to you, and so normally we'd say, okay, we're going to go to bed. We'll talk to you tomorrow. But we've made multiple batches. So guess what? We already have.
We made some.
So yay!
So you show them that. I'm going to throw these in the fridge.
Okay. So now, what's really another really important part of this aspect of these olives is that after they've chilled for anywhere from 8 hours to a month. Let's say optimal is 24 hours. Then it's really best before you serve them to let them come. Excuse me, I just belched. But let them come to
you got very excited.
I got so excited on these olives. I was already tasting them. So you want them to come to room temperature, okay? Sometimes you just have to let it out. As one dear friend told us.
Totally.
So, okay. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to put these back in a bowl because you don't want to serve this with all that oil. As delicious as it is, it's just a little too much. So then what we do, but you don't want to lose all these great herbs and the garlic and the red pepper. So I'm hoping, and I'm doing this where they can.
You are. Here, let's pull it back.
So we just use a slotted spoon that's still going to catch some of that really beautiful olive oil, but it's definitely going to catch a lot of those seasonings. And
yes.
Look at that. And then you're going to fill it up to as much as you can, a little pretty little vessel like this, a bowl that will hold it. And I am in heaven. I just think this is so beautiful. It's such a festive. Well, the real test.
These are my favorite things in the
know,
world.
I know.
All right, I think you got enough in
there.
Well,
I like to. I don't want anything to go to waste. Let me get some of this garlic here.
All right, come on over here.
Okay. Now, I think another final little sprinkle, another little sprinkling of this. No, don't go overboard, but it's basically a finishing salt. Okay.
Yay! Look at that, y'all. That is.
That's a party.
Yeah, that's a charcuterie board.
Okay, and then.
Yes, so you can eat these. You can eat these with your fingers. It's totally acceptable to eat these with your fingers.
To serve them without.
Yes, or you could serve them with a toothpick. But I'm gonna. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
When you see somebody digging into something with their hand, I don't know.
With your index finger and your thumb.
Like the Loon just did.
Yeah.
When you see someone do what you just did.
It's fine.
Okay. All things stop. Okay, he got one with the pit in it. It's not the pits, is it? So you tried these olives the day and a half ago when we started this. Tell me the transformation that they made.
Those are, if you had these at a party, I would stand by these all night. I'd be like, I'm sorry, these are mine.
These are mine. Where's your bowl? They transform into something just...
I mean, they've just been soaking in that just delicious, all those herbs and that garlic and then that citrus, or the zest from the citrus. Oh my Lord.
And then the olive oil gets a little absorbed in there too, but not too much.
And then you need that salt. You need
I
that
agree,
salt.
I agree, yeah.
Wow, those are so good. Those are 100% Loon approved.
Yes!
Now I have to let people know that it's okay to actually take that pit out of your mouth. Some people like to cover your mouth like this, just because people don't want to see it, but it's okay to do it. Just take it out and put it in a little, you can either put it on your plate or in your napkin, but it's okay.
Ellen Etiquette has told you here that that's okay. He's been studying up on this, but anyway, because as we've been eating these more with pits, it is kind of like you have to remove the pit.
Yeah.
And it's totally
It's totally acceptable.
Those are delicious.
Aren't those great?
Those are so. It is amazing how they just.
I love it.
And I'm telling you, when we do it, this by itself is great, but when you do it with some of the other things that we're going to be showing you,
so good.
No one's going to be saying, we don't need a main course.
No.
All right.
You know what? You can get this recipe on howtobetaloon.com. I always forget that.
I know you do. You get so excited about the food. And be sure to go to our social media and like us and share us. And please, like Wesley said before, please know that I love you so much.
I got a little burp.
Thanks, Brad Pitt. Not. All right, bye, everybody. We love you. Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. Now, if you want to be a part of the Loon fun, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you won't miss a single recipe.
That's right. Oh, and speaking of recipes, if you want another amazing recipe like this, then just click right here.
Yeah, click.
Click.
Subscribe.
It's so much fun.